We've all been stuck in a conversation loaded with jargon, lingo, terminology, however you want to phrase it. It's no fun to be on the receiving end of a sales pitch where every other word could do some major damage in a game of Scrabble. Our goal to provide the most honest and effective pest solutions begins with putting it plainly. Let's start with the basic idea behind exclusion. Sure, we take care of critters that folks are having trouble with right now, but wouldn't you feel a lot better knowing that the chances of this issue happening again are slim to none? The best prevention is exclusion, which boils down to kicking the critters out and putting something in place that'll keep them from coming back in. Like when we start a bat job with installing a bat cone. This temporary attachment lets bats safely exit a building and by design doesn't allow them to climb back through. Once they're all out, that's when we put a more permanent fixture in place to keep them out for good. But how does our crew know what they're up against? A good detective knows that cracking the case relies on finding evidence. Here's some of the things we look for. This is what Ootheca looks like. It's the egg case made by cockroaches and similar insects. We've seen our fair share of nightmare infestations, but for less severe situations, sometimes these casings are the only hint of roach activity. Sebum. It's the dirt and oil buildup that coats a mouse's fur. We look for sebum to reveal points of entry or paths mice have been taking because it will often leave a subtle stain on the surface they rub up on. Excrement. Organic waste, more commonly referred to as poop. But not all excrement is created equal, like bedbug feces, which looks like tiny black paint splatters, or the tiny pellets that are mouse droppings, or even frass, which may only look like sawdust, but this fine powdery substance is the refuse from wood-boring insects. But what about guano? The term has its history from South American regions surrounding the Andes Mountains, and it describes a large accumulation of excrement from seabirds or bats. Guano often contains a fungus that can lead to histoplasmosis, a lung infection caused by breathing in said fungus found in bat and bird poop. In the same vein, feathers, feather dust, and particles that come from birds are referred to as bird dander, can cause an allergic reaction and affect the breathing in humans and pets. Understanding these things plays a huge role in integrated pest management, or IPM for short, which is based on staying up to date with pest control methods, handling pest damage in the most affordable way, and with the least possible hazard to people, property, and the environment. Integrated pest management is all about taking care of pests in the most honest and effective way possible. And there are a ton of ways to show how we put those principles into action. Like using a camera system to see what pests we're dealing with, along with when, where, and how they're getting in. Making sure our crew gets involved with specialized training so they know what evidence to look for and what risks there are with certain pests. Or our focus on custom fabricated construction-based solutions, which is a key part of exclusion. We've only just begun to scratch the surface of pest control terminology, but before we dig any deeper, we want you to tell us which terms you'd like to know more about. So leave us a comment, subscribe to the channel, and enable notifications so you don't miss out. And as always, I'm Matt Miller, and we'll catch you at the next job.